Good evening. This is your Superintendent, Dr. Moore, here with a Facebook Live with a quick recap as we close out our first day of school. I had the opportunity today to visit 11 schools, and we'll be able to visit the remaining schools by the end of the week. But it was truly rewarding to see our students very excited to get out of their cars, run into the school, to see our faculty and staff greeting our students back. A lot of energy, a lot of excitement as we return to what is going to be an absolutely outstanding school year. We're going to go through some information now. It will be quick, but as we close out the first day, there are always opportunities to improve, and each and every single day we're going to look for those opportunities to ensure that we continuously improve as we teach reading, writing, and arithmetic for our children in environments that allow all children to succeed. All right, let's jump into our first slide. And what we see here is transportation, and you'll note that it's a picture of us at 5:45 in the morning, welcoming our bus drivers to a brand new school year and cheering them off as they begin to pick up our students each and every single day. They will be the faces that see our students first in the morning. We did really good this morning in dropping students off. A few late buses based on the volume of buses that are on the road, but we expect to have that completely worked out by week's end. In terms of dismissals, there's still work to do. Obviously, the buses start at the high schools, then to the middle schools, and to the high schools. Given the fact that students need to learn where their buses are actually parked, it took a little longer than we would like to get students on the bus for that first day, but we will quickly make sure students know how to get on their buses, where those buses are located, to make sure that we get your students home in time. We fully anticipate by this week's end having your students home at the design time. We've done a lot of work on transportation, even with all of the railroad crossings that are closed, the road construction that's taking place. We are committed to getting that done. We do have 77 routes that are on the road. You add that with the number of parents who are dropping their children off. There's a lot of traffic on the road at arrivals and dismissal. Also, if you're one of those parents who is going to be using the bus, please visit our website and find My Bus app. It's on the home page. It allows you to click enter your address and know exactly what time your student should be and where they should be for the bus stop, as well as what time they will be home. Moving to our next slide, enrollment. We are very excited to look at enrollment. It continues to grow. Our community is finding out about the great things that are happening in the school district of Indian River County, as well as the great teachers who stand in front of our students on a daily basis, recognizing the level of improvement, the most improvement in the state of Florida over the last 3 years, and we're very proud of that. And people are understanding that, and they're coming back to the school district of Indian River County. We now have 15,397 students enrolled. That's up drastically in comparison to last year. So we're excited to welcome all of these students into our school system. Technology, it's important that we have devices. We're going to continue to check out devices over the course of this week. We need these devices in our classrooms. We want to make sure our children are prepared with the skills and the ability to function in today's world, and that requires a device. It reduces, and in some cases eliminates, the need to carry all of these extra books. Your textbooks will be on these devices, and they can simply log onto those devices. So having a device is very important, and it will definitely reduce the weight of that book bag. IDs, we can continue to pass out IDs. IDs are very, very important. Not only is it access to the bus and swiping in and swiping out, and your lunch card and your opportunity to check out resources in our media center, it's also for security, to ensure that we know who is on our campus. So please continue to get in the habit of making sure your children, your son or your daughter, has that has that ID when they leave school or leave the house every morning. Also, lunches. There is prices for lunches now. We're continuing to put that back into place, but lunches are being served. Spoke with a number of students during lunch today, really enjoying what was being served. They really are looking forward to having that lunch, so I would encourage you to take advantage of our breakfast and lunch program. And then we're going to close out today's Facebook with a quick safety bus PSA. Please take the time to review. Issues, concerns, continue to reach out to your school's principal. We know there are students who want schedule changes. Please continue to follow your schedule. Submit that request to your counselor. They will get to you in a very, very timely fashion. We've done a lot of work on creating schedules to ensure students are in the right place. We're going to maximize teaching and learning this year. We're going to be the district that is solely focused in on providing quality education to our children to ensure that we can maximize their full potential. Day one is in the books, and we're looking forward to the remainder of the school year. Thank you, and we'll see you in schools tomorrow. School bus transportation plays a critical role in the education of our nation's students and is a direct link between the neighborhood and the classroom.
More than 25 million children nationwide ride the bus to school. In Indian River County, we serve over 7,000 of those children each and every day.
Working together in Indian River County, we will do everything possible to ensure our students arrive safely to the classroom and back home each day.
Motorists should be alert and drive with caution around school zones and school buses. They should also be alert when driving in places where kids are, including schools, bus stops, school parking lots.
Pay extra attention to lower speed limits in school zones and watch for and obey signals from the school crossing guards.
Cars are required to stop when approaching a school bus with flashing red lights and their stop arms are extended.
Motorists who pass a school bus that is stopped and has the stop sign activated commit a moving infraction. That will result in a fine against the motorist, possibly court costs, and 3 points will be assessed against their license.
If you're stopped for passing a school bus on the right or left, it's a $288 fine plus court costs. It could be up to 1 year or 2 years suspension on your driver's license.
If the highway is divided by a raised barrier or paved median at least 5 feet wide, you do not have to stop if you're traveling in the opposite direction of the school bus, but you should proceed with caution.
The wireless communications while driving law prohibits the use of wireless communications device in a handheld manner while driving in a designated school crossing, a school zone, or an active work area.
The penalty for failure to stop for a school bus is a minimum of $100. If a second offense is committed within 5 years, that person's driver's license will be suspended for up to 6 months.
Be sure that your children leave for the bus stop on time or a little bit early. Please have them arrive at least 5 minutes early for their bus, because running after or in front of a bus is extremely dangerous.
Walk young children to the bus stop or encourage children to walk in groups. There is safety in numbers and groups are easier for drivers to see.
Teach children good pedestrian behavior, walk on the sidewalk, and if there's no sidewalk available, please stay out of the street.
Once you're at the bus stop, continue to take the necessary precautions. Children should wait in a safe place away from the road. Never sit on the roadway or a curb while waiting for the bus.
Please do not let your children play in the streets. Playing with balls or other toys that could roll into the street is very dangerous.
Families should also go over safety tips with their children to make sure that they're safe going on and around school buses and school zones.
Make sure your child knows their driver's name and their route number.
Remind your child to keep their head, hand, and arms inside the bus to not cause a distraction for other drivers.
Don't forget to wear your student ID and use it on the bus. The school and your family will always know where you are.
At a railroad crossing, children must stop talking and remain silent so the bus driver can hear if a train is approaching.
The safety of our students and community members is our top priority. Indian River County.
Everyone.
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 Everyone
must do our part to protect our children and their future.